Well, that didn't last long. Oh my goodness. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Andri. Today's video is a tag video. The tag is luxury items I thought I'd never buy, and I was tagged by 3 wonderful YouTubers, Lady B, Chateau Chic and Louis Vuitton Coffee Lover. Thank you so much, ladies, for tagging me, and here's to your good health. Cheers. Right, let's get started. The first item that I bought that I really never thought I would add to my collection are these espadrilles just here. Not these in particular, but I remember watching Jerusha Couture going back a few years now when she unboxed, I think it was the black leather ones, and I looked at them, and when she spoke about how much they were and that they were the Chanel espadrilles, I thought they were the most hideous shoes, and I looked at them and I thought, and she was so excited about having got hold of this pair of espadrilles, and I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, they are horrible. They are the ugliest shoe that I have ever seen. Why would you want to add them? And here I am a few years later with my own espadrilles, and I absolutely love them. Admittedly, when I first got them, I thought they looked weird on my feet, but then, oh my goodness, I have really loved them, and I find these really comfortable and really have got my money's worth out of them. So first pair is my Chanel espadrilles. The second item that I thought I would never buy, shoes again, and they are the Chanel flats just here. And again, this is a shoe that I have worn countless of times. I mean, they've even scuffed now just there, and I would definitely add a second pair of these to my collection if, you know, when the time comes, as expensive as they are. When I first saw these, and I think it was probably Trina Lever's that I saw with a pair of these, and I thought, oh, they're such an old woman's shoe, such a granny shoe. Says this granny right here. Yeah, maybe I'm liking them because I am at that age now where, you know, I'm a grandma and, you know, whatever, but absolutely love them. I don't know if I would have worn these when I was younger. I don't know. I was always very much into high heels, you know, and I always liked designer shoes. I know a lot of people think designer shoes are a waste of money, but I always loved a pair of Christian Louboutins, and as uncomfortable as they are, but yeah. So these, oh my goodness, and this colourway just seems to go with everything. Talking about shoes, I was watching Mimi's, oh, my earring just pop out. Oh, I guess it did, just popped out. Where's the back gone? Oh, the strangest thing. Decided to put on these jingly jangly earrings, as everybody's wearing these bigger earrings. I found these in my drawer. Don't even know where they're from, probably Marks & Spencer's. Anyway, I was saying, when I was watching Mimi's video and she showed her Gucci, what are they called? Town, I can't remember. The Gucci ones with the fur at the back. Now that's, no chance would I wear a pair of them. Watch this space. I mean, that was one of her items. She said that she would never have bought them, and she got them for a gift, and she absolutely loved. No, no, to me they're like a pair of slippers. Sorry Mimi, but no. So will I eat my words? I don't know, but I look at them and I think, no, I looked at them when they first came out and everybody was, and I was like, no, and I'm still going, seriously, no. I've never tried them on, so I'm just putting it out there just now. That's another pet. In the same way, when I looked at the espadrilles and I thought, oh, no way, and then, oh, granny shoes, yeah, exactly. So let's watch this space, because I still look at them and think, no chance. Now I have a lot of things here that I feel very blessed that I have. I didn't really ever imagine having as many Chanel bags as I do now. But in saying that, this is going to sound awful, I'm that type of person that if I want something, I know I will eventually get it. You know, if I truly want something, if I set my mind to it, I've always been like that ever since I was a child. And it sounds very spoiled, I know, but it's just something I have inside me. I always feel as if, you know, if I truly want something, I know I will have it. I don't know. I don't know where I get that from. You know, I had quite, you know, my mum and dad worked extremely hard to have all the things that they had, and I was brought up to appreciate every single thing, and I'm still like that. Everything that I have, I appreciate. I can't just throw things away for the sake of throwing them and renewing them. I have to make sure I have had good use of an item, or I can justify getting rid of an item if I pass it on to charity, so on and so forth. You know, I'm that type of person. You know, like my, like my dishcloths have to be done, totally done, before I can throw them away. My sponges, you know, my washing up liquid, I have to make sure I have used every tiny drop of it. You know, I'll add water to it, shake it, and make sure, you know, I'm not a wasteful person. Because that's the way I was brought up. I was brought up to appreciate every single thing, and I appreciate every one of my bags. But in saying that, I do have that thing that if I want something, I know I'm going to get it. So, you know, I wanted a Chanel bag. I never ever thought I would add all these, but once I decided I wanted another and I wanted this, I added them. And you'll know if you watch my channel, I don't unbox things on a regular basis. You know, I have to really want something, and the other thing is I have to justify something when adding it to my collection, because it's a lot of money. A lot of money we're talking about. So anyway, that aside, I just wanted to explain that, because it's just, you know, it's just something I always feel, you know, like, you know, sometimes I'll talk about a Birkin. I don't know yet if, at the moment, I can't justify that amount of money on a handbag. For me, you know, I have all of these bags that I barely use. You know, I love things like, you know, my Cartier bracelet, which I get my money's worth. I have got that on my hand every day, on my arm. It's there. You know, the jewellery that I wear is there and worn and used every day. So that aside, let's get back onto the tag video. Now, this was another item. When this came out, and you know, I was watching YouTube videos on this, I thought, no chance, for goodness sake, you know. And then I would see like the older women with it, well, for goodness sake, what are you doing? A tiny wee rucksack hardly holds anything. You're gonna walk about with a rucksack on your back at that age. Yeah, that's me right now, walking about at my age with a rucksack, a tiny little miniature rucksack on my back. And do you know what? I absolutely love it. And when I bought this, I didn't think I would use it as a rucksack, a backpack, whatever you want to call it. I thought I would use it as a crossbody, and actually the way I like to use it is as a backpack rucksack. I don't know, what do you call it? I don't know. So this was another item I never ever thought I would add to it. And the person that really convinced me with this was Nettie from, what's her YouTube channel? Nettie's World for You. And it was her videos on it that kind of went, yes, definitely, it's growing on me. And then I saw Nettie with it in London. We had a kind of a meet up in London. I tried hers on, and I knew then, the minute I looked at Nettie's, I knew I wanted it, and I knew I was going to add it to my collection. And that's what it is with me. Once I've decided on something, you know, I'm going to add it to my collection, and I've never regretted it. I've absolutely loved it. I haven't actually been using this now for a wee while, but yeah. Do you know, the other thing looking at this, the other thing I'm going to bring out, I haven't actually got it here. I'm going to go get it because I'm actually using it just now. I just got reminded of this actually when I was talking about the backpack there, the Palm Springs Mini. This was another bag that I thought was quite an ugly bag, if I had to be honest. When I first saw this, was it LV Lover? Is that her name? Anyway, when I saw her unboxing, when she was showing hers, I think she was the first one I had seen, I thought this was quite an ugly bag as well, and I was like, no. And then with all the hype of this bag, I wanted one. There was so much hype around this bag, I decided I wanted one, and oh my goodness, I kid you not when I say every time I get this bag out, it still gives me that, you know, when Minnie says it makes your heart sing. Oh my goodness, this is up there with my classic flaps. It really is. When I use this, it makes me feel as good as when I use one of the classics. It really does. Absolutely love this bag. Never fails me. And you know, if this was recalled, I would have definitely repurchased another one in the exact same, the monogram, everything, absolutely. Oh, love this. And yeah, this was another one that I thought was an ugly bag, if I had to be honest, but yeah, absolutely love it. I actually forgot to add this because I love this bag so much now. I don't put it in the category of I didn't think I would buy it, because I kind of forgot how I felt about it initially. So yeah, absolutely, this was another one that I thought was an ugly bag, and now I think it's absolutely beautiful. Next item is my 6-key ring holder. This was another item that I thought, oh for goodness sake, that's another old person's type of thing, you know, a 6-key ring holder. But I use this every day. Before I had this, I had a Gucci key pouch. I mean, I used to keep my keys on a key ring, and that was it. But then when I bought my classic, that one there, when I bought my medium classic flap, whilst in Chanel, and they were packaging my bag, I then went into Gucci, because I was buying a lot of Gucci. I used to buy a lot of Gucci then, so that was the kind of shop that I used to buy things shop. That was the kind of brand that I used to go for. That was the luxury brand I would always buy from. So whilst they were packing my classic flap, I went into Gucci and ordered myself, I bought myself a key pouch, because I wanted to protect the inside of my bag, and used that and loved it, and it's still going strong. But then I decided, you know, when you're watching videos, right, okay, I'm gonna go and get one of these 6-key holders, and I absolutely love it. And even now I'm using this part here to keep my gym card, because I always like to have my gym card in something that I've got with me all the time, because I need to swipe in, swipe out. It just makes life a lot easier, so I don't forget it. I used to always keep it in my iPhone folio, but I don't have that now, so I just keep it in there. So this was another item, and again, this was another item that I thought was kind of a old-fashioned thing. So yeah, I'm that old-fashioned granny now that's using all these things. And talking about old-fashioned and being old, the other item, and the last item, is my Chanel brooch. A brooch? Why would I want a brooch? Seriously, oh my goodness, I'm going to link below the video that I've done on how many different ways you can use this brooch. Oh, I have really used this. I've used this in so many different ways, and it just elevates any outfit. Put a black dress on, stick your Chanel brooch on. Oh my goodness, I have really, you know, I have really got my money's worth out of this. And that's the same with all my items, and this is what I was referring to earlier. Everything that I have, I put a great deal of thought before buying something. So all my items are really well used. I don't just go out and buy something for the sake of buying it and because everybody else has got it. Of course I am influenced by the YouTube videos. All of these items here, I have been influenced by YouTube videos, but I put a great deal of thought before adding them to my collection. So that's my tag. Thank you again, ladies, for tagging me. Like I said, I will tag some YouTubers in my description box. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers. Bye. Well, that didn't last long. Oh my goodness.